Welcome to the Raceroom Pro experience. Today we're going to be driving what used to be a Ford Capri, one of the Group 5 cars, at Watkins Glen on a pro ranked lobby. It did seem quite unpopular, did these lobbies, as those 5 red lights turn green and off we go. But yeah, they seemed quite unpopular for some reason. Not many people seem to be up for these races. Which was a shame, because I absolutely love these cars, because they want to murder you. I love a bit of murder. But off we go then. We're on turn 2 and we're carrying a lot more speed round turn 3. I assume that's turn 3. But we're carrying a lot more speed than this car ahead that's switching under the power. Like I say, these cars, they just want to kill you. They're brilliant. I imagine that's why these races may not have been too popular. Maybe people don't like being murdered by the cars, but I seem to be into that kind of thing. As we come around this corner then, trying to get the best exit we can, just trying to keep up with the cars in front. This is a pro lobby, so these guys, they're going to be very competitive and probably above my skill level for sure, so we're just trying to keep up with them. Hopefully, if I can stick to this blue car in front, we can gap this red car behind us, which I think's a BMW. So that's just what we're trying to do for the first lap, get round safely without crashing, and yeah, just trying to stick with these two guys in front of us. The guy in the red car, I think the Corvette, the little red Corvette, I've raced him a few times before, and he is very fast, so yeah, I don't think we're going to catch him, but we do seem to be keeping up with this next car ahead, so that's quite promising actually. So we come round the second to last corner, and coming round the last corner, getting the car round lap 1 in one piece, no spins, no crashes, so it's a good start as far as I'm concerned. So again, all we're going to do is try and stick to this car in front, see if we can just get a gap to this car behind. So we got through T1 in one piece. Now this is my favourite bit of track, is this. You kind of get off the power and you've just got to be brave, keep as much power down as you can. And as you can see, the car in front, the back end switching the entire time. This car wants to kill you. The back end wants to go all the time. It's super fun. It's a very manual experience trying to tame this car, or these Group 5 cars in general. And this is the Capri. This is apparently the easiest one to drive, and I was still struggling. But it is a lot of fun. But we're still glued to the back of this car ahead as we just try and get the best exit we can. The car in front switching again. I absolutely love it. As we come round this corner then, this were a bit of a problem corner for me. The exit of this corner was super slippery, really hard to get any sort of power down round there, so we managed though. Something I did notice in the straights is that car in front was, after you kind of got into third gear, that car in front was took off, so I assume it had a lot more power than me. I was running the highest engine map as well. But we did seem a lot quicker through the kind of both high and low speed corners, so we have a bit of a tank slapper there though, and that's going to let the car in front kind of just drive off into the distance. Bit later in the race, coming to the last corner, and that car in front just puts a little bit too much power down, and the car nearly went into the barrier. He did really well to save that, but that's going to let us close back onto him a little bit again. So all is not lost. We do manage to get back on his tail. Coming back round to my favourite couple of corners, this time keeping it absolutely pinned through here. Big cojones, as the Spanish would say. And yet we're just pulling more and more closer to him. Looking for that 400 board where we can brake. I'd keep it in third round here, it just seems to have better traction. And through this corner here, the back end trying to step out, just trying to get as much power down as we can to get out the corner. But yeah, we can't manage to pull it alongside here. He goes defensive to the inside, and to be honest, I'm not even trying to race him here. I'm just trying to not die in this car. As we come up now to the problem corner, and again slippery on the exit. I just put a little bit too much power down, and we get a bit of a tank slapper, and the car in front's gone. But yeah, I'll give you a bit of a kind of commentator lap around. We're trying to get the best possible exit as we can out of that last corner. Get as much speed into the finish line as you can. Looking for that 200 board, braking about there, nice and hard in a straight line. As much power as you can down on the exit, but careful not to spin the car. A little lift to get the car tucked into this curb on the right hand side, and then you're keeping it pinned all the way up this hill. Just being as gentle with the steering as you can, because that back end will go if you're not careful. So looking for the 400 board now, braking hard in a straight line, keeping it in third for this kind of chicane. It just seems to give the car the best traction, as we lose the back end a little bit there, trying to keep it tucked in to the inside curb here, as much power down on the exit as you can. Car again trying to snap and kill me, but we just managed to keep it in check, hugging the apex now on this corner. Again, once the car's in a straight line, power down, looking for the 200 board on this really tricky corner. It's really slippy on the exit, so you've got to be really gentle with the power, putting it down when the car's in a straight line, and that gives you the best run you can get into this next tight right-hander, looking for the 200 board, where we're going to brake again hard in a straight line, down into second gear. Car trying to snap again there. You're constantly wrestling with that back end. Really slow corner here, about 55 miles an hour we're going to take it. And on the exit again, as soon as the car's in a straight line, get on that throttle. Braking at the 200 board down into third, hitting the apex. You can get nice and early on the power out of there. The grip is there. Onto the last corner, down into second. Hit that apex and just try and keep the car as straight as you can. And that's going to be my best lap in this race.
Your last lap time was at 156.5.
So there you go.
That's your fastest lap today.
A 156.5. So I was about 3 seconds off the pace, to be fair, of the top guys. But that's just how it goes in the pro lobbies. They are much quicker than me. So here we are on the last lap then. I couldn't find a way past this guy who was still on his back, so I was hoping maybe he might make a mistake on this corner at the end of the race and we could cruise past, but that's not how it's going to go. It's me who makes the mistake and loops it into the barrier. As you can see, a bit of a wry smile on my face there, as I knew that was going to happen. But we do come across the finish line in third place out of fourth. Little smile on my face as I'm a bit disappointed with myself, and the other guy commiserates me. But there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button. I'd much appreciate that, and I'll see you all in the next one.